So, ladies and gentlemen, I have brought Max Cook to the Wagner thing. Finally, for an individual episode.
Dude, what an intro. I appreciate that.
We got to give you the best, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you've gone into detail about what you do with like surfing, making surfboards, and travel. And you do a lot of traveling.
I do a lot of travel. It's definitely one of them. It's something that, I mean, since I was like 16, I was like into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just gotta like, I mean, there's so much out. But yeah, no, I've been in the surfboard industry since I was 18. I got into it. But pretty much like before then, I didn't surf. And then I didn't start surfing until I was 16. Very late into it. Like, normally, that's world champs. That's like people that are in like competitions and everything. Like you can surf it since they were like 3. But like, really, I grew up skiing.
Okay.
When I was skiing, I grew up in a ski race family. I didn't even touch a board until, I was 16. I took a trip to my aunt's house, who was living in Washington State, off of Long Beach, the peninsula. It's the surf rental name. Someone like with a Sasquatch or Yeti or something like that. It's pretty cool. Guy let me rented some boards out. I was just surfing for the weekend. And that was honestly like, dude, the best time to like surf is when you know nothing. Because you don't care. Like, you don't care. Because like there's so many stigmas. There's like being a kook is a big thing. At least dragging and there's like no surf, and I would just paddle out into the ocean with white water. Just like slight waves crashing in on like a 10-footer. Longboard, soft top. Just like
Do they typically go that long? Like 10
10 foot, it's a big range. Okay. So like, I mean, I didn't seem like, especially like surfing the Great Lakes, like I've seen this guy just allow us to catch like a very small wave. What mass?
Is it also correlated with like how tall you actually are too? Or does that matter too much?
That's more, that matters for the board. Like, you know, a short board is going to be a little bit bigger for a bigger guy, and that's weights involved as well.
Yeah.
And it's honestly skill level. Like, I know everybody's big on 6 years.
Okay.
So I'm still like, I'm a freshie. I still can't consider myself like very...
6 years, not even intermediate?
I would say, like, I definitely have the confidence as an intermediate to go out, but like to surf waves and like, you know.
So I would like, if I thought 6 years of any other profession, I would think like intermediate advanced, but like, is it that like, that curve is so high? Is that...
What's that difficult and like what you want out of it? Like, because like if you want to surf like mondo waves of like Jaws and like these are like large waves, like you gotta be surfing, you gotta go for training.
That's insane. That's insane.
I have like books on it. I have like books on big wave surfing. I don't think I'll ever tackle it.
Because you, man, I will literally go.
Terrifying.
I will.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the coolest. I find it like the cool.
Have you ever watched one like in person?
I've watched not in person.
Is that something you want to try to do? Like see someone?
Oh yeah, dude. I would love. I really am gonna pick up. Like a lot of my travel has just been lived. But I want to focus on actual competitions of going to them and really seeing how they... I've never seen them in person. It's just the idea scares me. Because I've been in like overhead waves and like have almost drowned and all that stuff. And I definitely have like got my shit rocked to where like I was scared to surf a little bit. But you just gotta get over that fear. Like I love it too much to like really stop. Like, you know, and like you get hurt in skateboarding. Like I get hurt in skateboarding all the time. I'm just injury prone as well, which sucks, dude. I'm so injury prone. Like this year alone, I got sprained ankle, like busted my knee, and
all from surfing or just
just living life.
Just living life, living life.
Dude, I couldn't. I had a Hawaii trip this year, and I couldn't surf because I sprained my ankle in like 3 different ways.
When were you supposed to go to Hawaii?
That was back in May. Beginning of May, I went to Hawaii for my boy Carson Lucas's graduation.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I remember you telling me about the fire.
1 semester in Vermont, and that was like a very expensive excuse to just go skiing. So
how's the skiing out there?
It's not too bad. I had a good season. I mean, that was 2023 winter.
Okay.
Because I was out in Colorado for 2022, and that was like, dude, we got dunked on out in Colorado, and I just worked out there. I've done so much shit, dude. I've done so much shit. We're bouncing so far around, but yeah, like skiing out there wasn't too bad, but I do know East Coast ice. Like East Coast ice is not a joke. Like it's mostly ice. Like I went down around and I was like, this looks nice. And then I slipped the whole fucking hill. And I was like, oh, all right. This is what people say about East Coast. Yeah, it makes sense. It's just like, you can't beat true mountains. Like that's the whole thing. I mean, you're from Illinois.
Yeah.
I'm from Michigan. And like, I mean, we have a great playground.
No, Michigan has a lot to offer.
Yeah, we have a good playground to learn. Like it's all the way in like Copper.
Have you been to Gooding?
I've not. Trying to get a trip linked up with Gregor. It's a couple other buddies, but I really like my fucking favorite hill is Nubs. Nubs is like such a killer. Just like you get to get around everything, and it's like just a far enough up north. And then same with like Marquette. Marquette Mountain was so much fun. And I'm not really a big like park guy.
Ryder's a park guy.
Yeah, McGregor, I realized that, he can do all, but he's more of a park guy, which I was like, that surprised me. I just have how like, how much he skied as well. I was just like, nah, I'm just not into that. Oh, tackle some big mountains. I know, like I said, I grew up in a ski race family. I did ski race in high school, and I ski raced a little bit and ski race. And I did training and I did a couple races. I just never liked it.
Did you perform well?
I performed great, yeah, because I got taught by my dad. My dad is like an incredible skier. My dad actually, he grew up ski racing, just like my grandfather, and he is dedicated his life to it. He still coaches ski racers to this day. I don't actually see my dad a lot.
He's coaching now.
He's coaching right now, Pinnacle. And
where's he coaching? Is he coaching in Michigan right now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But he ski race. Like he did the US Open, same with the Canadian Open, and pretty much how I know it, and I'm probably not. He did the US Open, and then because of like politics in ski racing, to requalify for the US Open.
Yeah.
And that's when he went back to settle down, but he's still ski. Like we did beer league. I don't think he's doing beer league this year because he hates it, but because like all this stuff. But yeah, still one of the best skiers. Like he's gotten stopped on in Colorado by some yellow jackets, and they were like, dude, amazing turns. I was like, it was the funniest interaction he told me, but he got like surrounded because they thought he was gonna like pull.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I mean, if you're going that fast, like I've seen videos of going, but people.
Yeah, when I ski, I'm like, I want to be the best on the mountain. I want to on ski racing. I didn't like the crowd. I didn't like the people, and it's no shame on anybody. I was young. You get yelled at. So what happened was like it's high school and we're getting up here as like our second race or something like that. I'm a little nervous, like I've never really performed, and there's a lot of people at the bottom. Go down, and I knew I could go faster. Like I really was like, it was the best time out of the whole team, because like we come from a small school. The ski race was only there for 3 years. We kind of like had to fight for a ski race team. And I get in there, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be sick. A little nervous. I get down the mountain, and I say, swearing is not allowed. Swearing, it's bad sportsmanship, but it's an individual sport.
Yeah, I mean, the only team is, I mean, you and the coach, right?
Yeah. So I get down there, I do my lap, and I really wanted to go faster. I knew I could go faster, and I know for a fact it was under my percentage. I said, damn it. So I knew I could go faster, and I get out, and before I even hit our tent, because there's a bunch of this mom like overheard me. Just made it to my tent. Two different coaches came up to me and was like, "You're going to be DQ'd. If you ever fucking you can't fucking." And I'm like, "What did I do? Like, what is going on?" It's not my dad. My dad's my coach. Like, they took it into their own hands of like yelling at me for just being mad that I wanted to go faster. Not anything else of that matter. It's just like I wanted to go faster. I knew I could go faster. I wanted to be the best on that hill. And pretty much like I got yelled at by two different coaches, positive of just everything that shit again. Like they didn't swear. And I was like, I hope you know like where it came from was just like me. Like I just wanted to be better. Did
they think you were swearing at someone, or
yeah?
Was there
I don't know. Like I don't know what they were thinking, but it like really put a sour taste in my mouth, and I was like really aggravated. I was really pissed because I'm getting yelled at by people, and then I like
Maybe the mom like just twisted the story, like
Yeah,
heard you
like,
say
dude,
it and then
she's-
just made
but,
up
like,
something
also,
else.
like,
With,
I know kids that like deal with rule changes that like they're in first and they have a rule change before the end of the year, and then they're not in first anymore. They're like in third. Like there's this weird scenario. I mean, it's a bunch of it's a rich sport as well. Like, and every mom and dad, like, I hate parents in sports. I don't even like my own parents in my sports. Like when I played soccer, because I grew up playing soccer, I was like, I never liked when parents are yelling at refs or yelling at us. Like I'm like, go away.
the
This is
parents
for
were the
us.
worst at like
I
soccer
hated
games.
that. I hated that. So like having all the parents there, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Get them off this fucking hill because I don't want you here. So I didn't like the crowd or anything, and that put it really sour. And then finally, like, you always have a dare after because the race is so long. So then I'm sitting there, and my dad. I finally see my dad. So I'm like mute. I'm mute. I'm like, I'm not saying shit to anybody. I go down the hill, my second run, just like I think it was like one of the slowest. So I'm like, man, I'm just like defeated. Like I just gotta yell. My dad finally comes up to me. He goes, like, I'm at dinner, and I was like, yeah, what happened? Like, what is going on? And he was like, yeah, dude, you just can't do that. And he was super nice about it. Dad, like, if they just went to my dad, they just went to my coach, even if it wasn't my dad, just went to my coach and had him talk to me, I would have a different outlook on it. But they just took it into their hands and like, it's ridiculous. I was so pissed. And my dad was like, dude, calm down. You just can't do that. It's just bad sportsmanship. And I was like, but it's about me. It's not towards anybody else. I just wanted to go faster. I wanted to be better. After that, I was done. I was like, I'm not racing. Like, I was being a little bitch about it too. Just like prove myself. Like now looking back on it, I'm like, dude, you should have just
Stuck it out.
just stuck it out. But like I raced what I could and then just didn't go to any more races. I was like, I'm done. It's just not my crowd. This is not my team. That was pretty
So
much
like Darren just really just killed it.
just killed it. I just didn't understand. I just was really mad, and I was young. Now, like, yeah, like I said, looking back on it, I'm like, it just wasn't there. I started snowboarding too, so like I just really put my time into snowboarding after that.
So do you prefer snowboarding or ski?
Everybody asks me that, and I like them both equally. I really do. Like I really can't, because like snowboarding, I'm a little bit more free with it. Like I do a lot more surfing into snowboarding. Like I like want to find side hits and like do some cool tricks. I could do more tricks on a snowboard than skis.
Do you bring both of them up?
Oh, all the time. I will always have a snowboard and a ski, depending on the conditions. And I like skiing and then snowboarding because then my feet get a break. Ski boots are fucking great. I'll ski, like if I injure myself in a certain way where I can't snowboard, I can ski. So like last year, at the beginning of January, I bruised my tailbone.
That's not a good one because you really like.
I couldn't snowboard because like you have to sit down and you have to do all this stuff. So I just ski. And I just ski. I was able to ski a little bit more and still hurt, but I enjoy, like when I get skiing, I want to be the best on the hill. I want to see my tracks. I want to be the best skier I can be on a hill. It's like I go skiing with my dad and I ask him, I want to get snowboarding. I don't really take opinions. I just like, I go and I have to like art. Like skiing is, I'm trying to do the most realistic art piece. Snowboarding, I'm doing a fucking Jackson Pollock. Like I'm just fucking out there and just like trying to have the most fun and like spraying shit. I do like powder on a snowboard a little bit better, just because I just like that feel. And yeah, I like snowboarding culture.
I was gonna say like people like are very like they love their snowboard or ski. Like they're like very like, oh, skiing so much better. No, snowboarding so much better. And they just like stick to like they're like kind of niche posse. No. But you're like you're the only person that at least I've heard from that you appreciate both of them equally. And that's not that. I mean, from your experience, like, is that the take that everyone does? Like, they pick a side, and there's like
they pick a side, and they really don't like each other.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm like, this is the first time I'm hearing you take it.
Like, I really don't gripe on any snowboarders too much. Like, there's some guys that are just like, it's not that they snowboard; it's just their personality, just assholes. So, like, I've accidentally chop someone. I've definitely because we have a blind spot. Skiing, you don't have a blind spot unless it's like completely behind you. Snowboarders have a blind spot at any time depending on their well, this isn't a fucking trivia one. It's like I surf regular, but I snowboard goofy. So like pretty much I'm like ambidextrous in both. I'm pretty
That's weird to think about.
I'm really ambidextrous in like kind of everything. Like I've definitely accidentally stood up on a surfboard, goofy, and like rid that red spot. Like that's what it is. And so I make sure like I really overextend my deck to like see what everyone is. I'm trying to stay with myself when I'm snowboarding because I don't want to fuck anybody up. Because some people like react differently. I've had people that have like actually, it's a crowded mountain, can't like, and also like you don't have that much of movement. Like skiing, you can go forward, you can stop forward, you can stop sideways, you can like, you just have a little bit more maneuverability on skis where you can stop pretty. Snowboarding, you have to stop sideways, and like a lot of people aren't confident enough to stop, and so like it's just like maneuverability, and it's crazy. Still ski hills that don't allow snowboarders. It's just like totally fine. Like I don't think anybody should be really griped about it. It's like it's just their way of life. Like that's the other thing is like, dude, they just don't want skiers. Like my friends hate snowboarding with me that are all snowboarders because I'm goofy and they're all regular. So like, getting on the lifts are challenging for them because like I'm pretty confident I never fall, but they're like,
Oh yeah,
like my board's on theirs and it's like all this big deal. So like they love when I ski. Really funny because like it's super easy for everyone. Yeah, no, I really don't have any gripes against anybody. I think I'm easy with that, and like I like skiing out, and I do like skiing out in Colorado. I don't love skiing out in Michigan anymore.
I've been to Cabernet in Michigan.
Yeah.
That's the only spot. I only skied twice.
Yeah, I saw the videos. Yeah, you're shit.
Hey,
You're learning. You're learning.
I was only introduced to skiing from like McGregor. Like, it was like, we have like, what is it, day off? It's not President's Day for school.
Martin Luther King.
Yes, it was Martin Luther King, and we're off for school for that. So we're like, oh, like during the week, Hill has like student discounts. And it's like, for like a shit chairlift, like I believe it was only like,
oh wow.
Like super
That's
cheap.
nice.
And that's only during the week though. When they have that kind of deal weekend, it's like, obviously more expensive. But I mean, the second time that I went, I did get a grasp for it, and I was doing it decent. I'm just pizzaing, just here inside, just chilling out. And I'm not like, any of them, like Riley and Leanne, there's two.
Yeah.
And then McGregor's a ski instructor, and there's me just doing a pizza, like, oh.
Yeah, I have buddies who's like, they ski and they've skied for a while and they still just like slide. It's really like, it's all about the edge. Like that's like, it's like ice skating. Like, do you know how an ice skate is like?
I've actually never ice skated before.
Oh, dude. So like ice skates it's actually not one blade. It's two blades so to skate, you're skating one side to the other, and pretty much for a ski, like you have two blades on each side and you got to roll your ankles. Your hips don't really, like your hips are always going to be faced downhill, and you're just like, it's odd. I've done it for so long. Like, I don't want to ever be a ski instructor. I'm not going to teach.
I think it's because like when McGregor was teaching me, like he was like, like facing me the other way.
He's definitely a boy because he's a ski instructor, but he's so much
dude, like, like he's like doing it backwards. I'm like, dude, like I would not be, cause that would freak me out a little bit where like, he's like skiing backwards. Like, all right, do this, do that. Like,
because he understands what he's using. Yeah. It's crazy. I love how you
like having your back to like, down the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also heights. Like I know my sister, she doesn't love like really steep hills just because like we have like our family like big skiers, like we're
sure.
Yeah. Like
I see something like that.
And pretty much like now, like we're trying to figure it out for like the next like really psyched for this winter because like I just want to ski out there. I would not snowboard. Love how you introduced me and now we're talking like snowboard or surfing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I mean, you jumped around.
Yeah.
So like,
no, I liked it.
Yeah, I never know.
Also, but before we go to say the surfing, I want to do it a third go again.
You should, because it's really like, I wish Brian, and now he's like all worried about his knees and everything. I totally understand. Like,
yeah, no, his knees.
I wish Brian, because like we take a Boeing trip for New Year's every year with like a bunch of really have a good time. Like it's just like us have a good time just out there just skiing and snowboarding. It's really not that deep.
How far is Mount Boyne from here?
Boyne Mountain.
Boyne Mountain.
That's up north. It's like 3 hours.
That's it from here? I didn't realize it was that
I think
close.
it's like 3.5 from me back home. It's just up north. It's by Traverse. Because you have Boyne Mountain, and then you have Boyne Islands, and then you have Nubs.
Okay.
Yeah, you've lived those three. Boyne Mountain's like pretty far away from Boyne Island. Yeah, no, skiing is a big part of my life. I love, like, that's how I pretty much got into extreme sports. It's like, if I didn't ski or anything, I know a bunch of people like, I wish I skateboarded a little bit more, but like skiing, surfing, films. I love the whole culture. I love everything about it. Yeah, I wish skiing had better. I like the parks. We need a revolution, in my opinion, of like street snowboarders do it very well. Sick, you know, it's a little bit more raw. Same with like the skiers as well. Street skiers, those guys are sick. When you get on the mountain, it just always seems like it has to be like it has to be the perfect fucking picture. Let's be like 4K, all this bullshit. It just seems like they're always trying. It just seems like a commercial. Because I would like to make stuff eventually. I made a couple things, but not. I had to ditch one sadly because I don't have digital like a surf film because of. But I honestly I didn't want to re-edit it. I just wanted to have it.
Yeah.
Because
So it's something that you will not release out there.
it was released like on my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just call it like small waves, and it was just like being like shaker for that.
How long of a video was it?
It was just it's just a reel. We had a couple like it was just one surf session. Kind of like what the plan was to like surf that whole week, but really there was like no waves, and we had like one big session.
Where were you doing it at?
Out of Banks.
Out of Banks.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I really want to get some films out there. I really like it. That's why it's like less commercial feel. Like I like interview style, like the proper interview style, but like saying like I'm like also like let's stop. Like you can get the interviews later. That's like I want like fucking sick footage. It's kind of hard to ask. It's just tough to get filmed. Surf like the greatest. So. I definitely want to kind of create a team eventually. Just gotta improve your surfing.
Where do you prefer to surf besides? Well, I know you surf a lot more at the Great Lakes.
We do surf.
Where's like a destination?
Out of Banks. And I hate
nothing on the West Coast.
I've never surfed the West Coast other than what I learned in Washington. I'm really turning my focus to like more surf trips. I think that's really what I want to do. When the winter starts, like still a couple surf trips. That's skiing, but I want to split it up a little bit more because like I've been taking trips. Like I went to Europe for. That was really fun. It was a really fun surf trip. But I really just want to focus on like surfing trips. It's also you gotta make friends. I love traveling and you like make friends and then you can get to stay at the place. Not just because, but you know, they're just good people. That's the whole goal. Like you guys to surf Grand Haven and to surf like Muskegon. You guys let me stay at your guys' place like all the time. And I appreciate that.
Well, that's no problem.
Yeah. But yeah, Outer Banks. Like and I've surfed most East Coast. Like I've surfed so Virginia all the way down to Florida, pretty much like every state there. I tried to surf like up in New England, but it just never. Dude, I pulled up to
like in a college dorm, you have all your surfboards.
No, they were still in my car. But it was really just going there for like a couple years, and brought surfboards. I brought skis.
It's been falling out every fucking.
Yeah, I brought skateboards. I brought fucking skis and a snowboard and like brought my wax kit and like everything and like I would be waxing up I waxed up my like boards in outside and like it was so sick. And, like you know everyone was like, what the fuck is this guy on?
You should have seen when McGregor he used to like wax people's like skis and snowboards. I think he does it mostly every year, but it was really big sophomore year. I just walk in from like class, like a late night class. I'm like hearing like, what is going on in the garage right now?
Yeah.
And I open the door. I'm like, whoa, because it's like fumes and stuff. You know, he has the garage open a little bit. He's like, hey, what's up, bro? And I just see like 12 snowboard skis. I'm like, what kind of operation did you just create?
Yeah,
I didn't 8 hours before I was there.
I didn't even know. Like I learned that he like got by some I just steal my dad's wax and I never make my friends pay. I'm just like, well,
he literally just posted like on like GV 2025 say like, oh, I could be a wax skis. I don't know what price he did, but it was very popular. And the next year after, everyone returned it because they actually liked it.
Yeah, no, it's really easy. Like, people really underestimate a good edge and because you're also sharpening their edges and a good wax, and it's sick. Yeah, I want better films for skiing. Snowboarding, I'm pretty psyched on the culture right now, especially street snowboarding. That's what I'm into. I did do a little pretty shit edit on my Instagram of me doing some street snowboarding, but like fucking bench. So I had to like jump into without hitting my head. This like, what is it called? Like this, where it's like got posted on the roof. What is that fucking called? A gazebo. And so I had to jump perfectly through this gazebo and then like ride this bench to then jump out and I was trying to like tail whip the fucking pole. Bad angles, fun edit, but like it's just like even Brian was like, "Dude, I expect better." And I was like, "Dude, well, it takes fucking time, like, cause you gotta build the jumps, you gotta like let them sit for a day." I was doing it, and like I'm pretty inexperienced. I really want to get with a group that like does. So also Michigan, we don't get enough snow. It's really tough to get some street edits in.
We do get a good amount of snow like on this side of the state because of,
Yeah.
we
I
get
don't.
huge lake effect snow over here.
Yeah, that is true.
Even here in Grand Rapids, you get a lot, but if you go closer to like Grand Haven,
Yeah.
and then I believe
I just wish I lived
Red
out here
Mark
when the
was-
snowstorm hit, because then I'd be able to get some footage. It's just like tough. Also to find.
I mean, I would be down to film you. I just
Yeah.
don't have. I mean, you have good equipment for filming.
I got a couple cameras.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be down and like all I do is pizza. So
Yeah,
I'll just
and I'm
pizza
just like,
and
I'm just trying to
video.
march my shit. I'm just trying to like, I like the culture and I like doing that shit. So I think I want to do more film, but really like to make, that's my goal. I've been in the industry since I was 18. I moved out to the Outer Banks right after high school to pursue surfboard building. Because pretty much I learned how to surf and I was like, I need a job that'll allow me to surf as much as possible and surfboard building. No matter what, I looked at it as a trade. Where like it was like, well, anywhere I want to go is surf. So if I become a really good surfboard builder, I can move to any place that has surfing. I can build surfboards. And so I did that. I moved out there, I surfed my brains out, really got pretty okay at everything. Surfboards for like. With that, I also did vinyl work. Surfboard building, it's not a lot of money in it. It's not a lot of money in it.
I was gonna say it's pretty
niche. It's like you make like, I mean, yourself. I got to work in a factory. I was like really into it. I really liked it. I was young. I was young and stupid. I was, wish I had a little bit. Yeah, I got to do some really cool shit out there, and I fell in love with that place. The place is awesome. But then like, I was kind of stuck. I was like, since I had to do so, I wasn't that great at board building, and then I had to do missing the lessons and kind of both. So I felt like I was fucking up a lot. And, I just kind of felt stuck, and I was young, and I was like, this is honestly, I should go try college. I did fine.
Yeah.
I did A's and B's. Like, I did pretty well, and I found out what I wanted, which was I wanted to surf. And so I couldn't get a place, so I moved back home, and I tried to do a clothing brand to get maybe a team together to do a lot of surf films, selling clothing, doing surfing. And really, really good surfboards and big surfboards. And I've just been selling all wooden surfboards. And it's fun. It's not exactly what I expected me to do, but it's pretty sick. I'm now head of their surf and wake surf designs. So that's what we were semi-lacking, is just a little bit more improvement. So I got her, and maybe East Coast. Really, my main goal is to still get back into like a main surfboard industry. Right now, I'm working, like blade company for foil boards, wake surfboards, and surfboards. Trying to make some really good foam. And
So how does the foam relate to performance? Like, how do you improve like the board?
So, great question. So pretty much the foam is the basis. And so if you have it's really easy. If you have a weak foam, you're gonna have a weak surfboard. You have a heavy foam, you're gonna have a heavy surfboard. People want there's two different types of foam. There's polyurethane and there's EPS, which is expanded polyurethane. One is closed cell, one is open cell. EPS is what is used in like coolers. So like flaky shit they use in packaging. Polyurethane is a combined mixture of two chemicals that is mixed together and then expands into a mold. There's like a structure, but there's also now like carbon laid on top of the board to allow that structure as well. One's lighter. Polyurethane is heavier, just because. BPS is like there's different. You can get different poundages in EPS, and you can work with different sizes and of beads and all this different stuff. So I'm getting into EPS, trying to really make the greatest blank. Like, to be honest, like I really want to make a really, really good blank to allow that it doesn't take on at the same time very, very durable. It's always the goal. It's like you really want a very durable, and that's just like mixing shit up. And what that allows is like if you know your foam very well, when you're glassing a board, which is like when you take fiberglass and resin and lay it on top of the board to seal it, you can get the pretty low weights and very high. And there's different evolutions of that, as well as like, you know, like flax. Flax is infused grass that people are using in boards that allow boards to last a lot longer. And that's like where it's like, you know, we're never going to get rid of surfboards. You know, it's so funny because like people are like, you know, surfers are like super eco-friendly. It works. Surf on such toxic products for the ocean and for the world. But we're never going to stop. Like, fuck that. You know, it's just how it is. It's like, it's the best material to be surfing on. And, you know, you could go to wood boards, but heavy feels and everything like that. There's also like teams. There's teams like, you know, skiing and snowboarding, like polyester and then, or polyurethane to then EPS teams. And like, same as like thins, futures versus, FCS. It's like this whole thing of like what people like. Yeah, I'm just trying to be the best. I'm always just trying to be the best. Always just trying to make something like whatever I do, I'm always just like always trying to be. And that's kind of the avenue I'm trying to get into is foam, is having blanks. Cause like that would be like in comparison, like people don't know the surf industry, it'd be like a subcontractor.
Okay.
We just get to sell the blanks to the to businesses, to board builders, and they build the board. You're selling like fuck ton of blanks if you have a good blank. There's a lot of money in the industry. It's like it's a $1 billion industry of surfboard building. Same with like surfboard, like surf culture and surf tire, surf everything. But
So so like you're saying like when you're going to produce these blanks,
yeah,
are you planning on just like, are you going to like eventually try to have like, maybe not like a warehouse, but like maybe like, you know, an office space where all you're doing is just pounding and making these boards.
yeah.
And then how, like, can you explain like the variants of each board that you do? Are they like when you make the blanks, like, let's just say there's like type A blank, type B blank, type C,
Yeah.
right?
What
are the differences on them?
I guess the differences would be weight of blank,
Okay.
like a 2 pound to a 1 pound to like a 3 pound blank. It's just whatever. Like, and it depends on what board you're trying to get out of it. Like a gun, like a big weight gun. It'd be a heavier blank. It'd be like a 3 pound because it needs to have that long board. You want that. You never really want a 1 pound. And it's not like blanks. Like it's pretty funny trying to explain to people what blanks like. You know, people aren't like shaping boards like they used to, where like they would actually like get a block. They want the shape out of it. Pretty much like the most important thing is your curves. You have Wagner, and that's like how far water transfers from the nose to the tail. Allows you to turn a little bit better. Then there's all this shaping and different stuff like V's, concaves, dumb concaves, all this like different, and you like really get into it is like that. Like I love that shit. So like I would, if I started a blank company and I wanted, I would shape my own boards eventually. It's like I would have my own blanks and I would have to pay something. And like I know how to do it. If you like when you're selling blanks, you're trying to sell the rocker profile. So like people don't want, you know, shape a lot off. People want like the blank to be that you know kind of looks like a surfboard already. And they get to like, you know, so you kind of have to go with the shape here. Like my dad, and he doesn't surf, so he's like, why don't you just put some glass on that and surf that? It's like, well, no, because there's like surf technology and stuff. It's not gonna like be a good surfboard if you just fucking lay glass on top of it. So like that's the difference. But really, like, you know, you gotta go with that. But yeah, you're gonna have different types of like that sense of like weight, the profile, and
What do you like? How do you price these boards out? Like the blanks?
blanks. They range.
Is it like dependent on how long it takes you mostly?
Depends on it depends on like it depends on material and you know work.
Let's just say the material that you prefer to surf on. Which one was that?
I like polyurethane.
Like, sort of how much would that cost for the blank?
You're looking at depending on the board, like range. Like I would have to like pull it up, but it's like you can range from like $200 to
For like the blank, the blank part, and then let's just say like you go like besides making blanks, you shape it yourself. How much would you sell that? How much would you sell that for? The complete board.
If I built everything, you'd sell it like me personally, I would sell it for. You have to have all your costs of materials. you're selling it for like,
And I feel like it takes you like a lot of time.
takes you a lot of time. You can shape a board in 3 days, but really takes a week. Even if you're focusing on the board, it takes a week. And that goes into like temperature and all that for curing the resin. But you have to have resin, you have to have fiberglass, you have to have a leash plug, fin plugs, you have to have a fuck ton of tape, you have to have and that's just like you're not even like fucking painting the board. Paints, you have to have airbrushes, you have to have like I just went with this I'm building a couple boards for this guy. And like we just went through the whole material list, and it's expensive. It's just expensive of material, and then you have to pay that guy to build it to sell. And so like, if you're not making, especially if you're not doing it. My old boss, like it was like, he doesn't like he has his own boards. He ships his own boards. He's got his own board kind of thing, but he doesn't care. It's I want to make a lot of money. I want to build everyone's boards. That's what I want. I want to build. I don't care whose label's on it. My label's going to be on it because I'm fiberglassing it. But like I want to make money, and like I love this craft. Like that's really what it is. That's why I love it. Is like I don't care to really like everybody wants to be the shaper. I think everybody wants to be the singer of the band.
Yeah.
It's like no, dude. Let me be the drummer. I'll fuck it. Just let me sit.
Hey, drummers are essential.
Yeah. Put it all together. That's how where it's at. Is like a lot of people aren't their own boards. There's not a lot of it's like Paizel. They sell like it's a tough industry, but
Sounds like very heavy competition.
super heavy competition. No one likes you succeeding. Everybody wants to succeed. No one likes you. Like I've gotten warned being in this industry, trying to really get into it again, doing my own stuff. When people are like, you know what I mean? Like I can just be an average guy and still people are because like no one really wants like competition, but like you need someone to beat. Always gonna get beat out. Because there's better technologies, there's better stuff, and I like stuff. Like I'm surrounded by the people that I'm surrounded by in the surfboard industry is just they want to fucking build better shit. They want to be the best builder. Don't know whose name's on it. Like I've done a lot. States away, just trying to do this industry and having to come back and they're nice, but fuck it. Like
I mean, for what you're doing, that's more of like a fallback kind of thing.
yeah, it's pretty funny. I get jobs. I got jobs. What podcast? And this is one where you're just talking about like just me. Pretty unstructured. Pretty funny.
I mean, I feel like we had some good structure going.
Yeah.
I just find it
more fun to just like bounce around and learn about someone. I like this a lot. It's fun. But I'm bumming hard. I just like working as a salesman for a board company. Down to a point where like.
And then do you get commission on that, or
no? I'm
just
salary.
Salary. Okay.
Yeah, I'm salary. So that's pretty nice. And right now, like testing out some surfboards for them. That'd be sick. But I really want to get into the song. I really want to, and this like we're so young. Anything it's serious, but.
You're gonna like look back at like
it's
what
pretty
you say now,
it's pretty funny because like dude, like we're fucking so young and we're just like dude, I've like done like I moved out to go build boards, did vinyl work, and then I moved back, went to college, then I moved back home again to then like do a fucking clothing brand, and then that then be something because I got another job because I ran out of money, and like fucking hilarious. Like I'm living life. I mean, I make just enough money to go travel too.
Yeah.
Like I'm always on the road. I'm always like driving out to places. Like I drove out here for the weekend.
Well, you got that reimbursed though for drive like because you were testing
the gas, yeah, but not, and that's why I need to kind of try to find places where I can stay free.
because they won't count that then, right?
Not like because I'm podcasting right now.
Yeah, like this is
I'm not working too heavily to. Hey, I do need to drive out. They're not. I drive up to Toski and Traverse City. That's where they're located at all the time. And like they pay me East Coast to go and try to sell some boards in some surf shops, and like, they'll pay the gas for that. But I don't know if they'll comp to place because like it's also like a trip to me.
well, maybe they can count like at least the game part, and then when you're gonna fuck off.
It's like I mean, you just want to work. Like I'm gonna work on salary. You gotta have your 40 hours. You just gotta manage it right. Like you can go take. Like, that's the cool thing is like I'm remote. I really want to get into this farm, dude. Oh, that's it. I love the smell of red. It's really bad. It's so bad, dude. Like,
You love the smell of industry.
yeah, you fall in love with your industry, like the surfboard industry. and cool things. I mean, it was very serious for so long.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
No, you went in very great detail because I mean, you've explained it to me before too, but like when you added the details of like how like you can make like especially when you make like making a
Yeah, because there's
board,
different profiles of
Yeah.
boards. Like one's wider, when you can have an egg shape.
and it's crazy how like individual it is. Like and like your board compared to like if I was theoretically surfing is way different, right?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. So you would focus on like I ride probably like 30. But also leaders don't matter because like skill's like very important. Like you could surf a fucking twig if you're really good at surfing. So leaders like people like worry about that shit too much in my opinion. Like I've surfed a wake surfboard, which is like sinking in the ocean while trying to surf it. I've surfed it. And it was even funny because my buddy was like, dude, you surf that pretty well. But yeah, it takes a bit, dude. It's a lot.
It's a lot of work. I mean, if you didn't like love travel, then this job would definitely be.
Yeah. 15 hours straight.
When are you going on that again?
16. Yeah. Then we gone for about 2 weeks. Outer Banks first to get some work done. Hopefully sell some boards. Therefore, I'll test the board more extensively. Beach for Thanksgiving. My family always like, and that's the other thing. My family fucking made me want to travel, skating all the time. And now we're going to Myrtle. So like, really, the whole family like just loves to travel, and that's it really bled into me. Where like I was going on surf trips like during school and high school. Like I would like, dude, whenever,
you gotta catch a wave.
yeah, no, like I would be gone. I would miss Monday because I'd be driving back down waves that weekend. So like I would leave school Friday. I'd like miss Friday and Monday all the time. And then like I'd show up and like, dude, I got back to high school after missing not consecutively, but like I missed like a month of school.
Yeah.
Or 2 months. No, a month of school. I get back and there's only a month left. And I'm senior. It's my senior year. And they're like, are you gonna graduate? My advisor asked me. She was like, are you gonna graduate? You have all this fucking work you have to get done. You've been gone. And that trip consisted of like a Colorado trip, surf trips. Me going surfing in the Great Lakes as well, and like all this bullshit. Yeah, I just tried. That's how I got my job in the Outer Banks. Is I slept in the backyard of my future boss's. I slept in the backyard of my future boss because I just like annoyed him enough to like. And he was really like, I mean, after he said like you got to go graduate high school, I was like, okay, now I gotta kind of lock in because I love this job pretty fucking quickly.
I'm sure you picked up a phone right
Oh,
away.
I fucking and then, yeah. After I graduated, I was like, hey, when can I come down? And he was like, next year, next like December. But then I took a little time, so like 2022. Yeah, dude, I just like I sleep better on the road. I like being on the road. I like people find me fucking insane. It's so funny.
I guess it depends where you're at. Like where you go like you know beaches, remote areas. That's I mean obviously like Myrtle Beach is.
Yeah, but no, a lot of people don't want to like go and drive like 8 hours and then sleep in a car.
Yeah.
That's what I did to go and surf.
You know, honestly, you've never traveled if you have never slept in your car.
I do believe that, or at least camped.
Yeah.
If you had to like sleep outside your car and like, yeah, if you've only stayed in hotels, like you traveled, you got to that place, but like,
Or a 30-person hostel.
yeah, dude, holy fuck,
30
dude.
people
Yeah,
in
like
one
in
room.
Europe,
Yeah,
like, dude, that shit was wild. Like someone flooded in the toilet one time.
Explain the story of like, literally it's right next to me, like without me knowing, there's someone just yakking all over the floor.
Yeah.
Thank God I was,
That's a crazy story.
yeah. Like, and I didn't even know about it until Connor, or no, was it Connor? Gregor texted me like, hey, look to your right. And I had a towel, like, just covering my area.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to rip the whole towel off. Like, the whole towel just came off. But I'm like, oh my God, like, it is everywhere. And it smells horrific.
Yeah.
Right when I removed the towel. Like, I was pretty tuned up from that night. So I was like, I came and fucked up the bed. And, I didn't really notice anything. But everyone else did. I'm like, oh my God, like, this smells horrific. And, like, this one guy is just yelling. They are all trying to sleep. You stupid cunt. Like, it's an English guy. And I was like, dude, he is passed out. Borderline passed out. And he's not, like, he can't, he's not conscious. He's just yelling at him. I'm like, just get him out of here, man. Let's get him out of here. Like, he isn't going to retain anything of what you're saying right now. Maybe in the morning, but no, 30-person hostel, that's
It's insane.
You know, like despite that happening, I thought it was just.
That was my motor
really
Europe was just
concept.
hostels. And I did need a break. I was like, guys, can we please fucking stay in like an Airbnb alone? Like I needed that a couple times. And you know, sometimes you didn't get it. So
Yeah. We actually ran into a rare problem. That's like actually the hostels was more expensive than Airbnb, and so we booked Airbnb in Budapest. Well, that was because it was like a racing weekend for the F1.
Oh
So
my
all
god.
the hostels were like all like. Well, that was just Budapest though.
Yeah.
But like our Airbnb was pretty cool. Like definitely the most comfortable we slept was in Budapest.
That's what I'm saying. I think I'd like to make a little bit more money and just do Airbnbs.
I like the hostels. I mean, it's
To a point.
Yeah.
To a point. I don't
Just to meet people.
I made some really cool friends over there, and like it was pretty sick. I made some Australian friends and cool people. Like I love that postal blender. But yeah, it's tough. Like I'm pretty 50-50. I'm introverted, extroverted. Eventually, it's fun. I love traveling, so it's pretty much all I do. Well, I came out here. You know, been out here
I think you've been up here
most weekends. It also helps when we have
just to give more reason to come
It's
out.
pretty safe, but the same places.
I wish like we had that same kind of like in America, like there's not really like a hostel. You know, you have like a
There's hostels in America.
there is.
Yeah, they're just like they're not as trustworthy, I don't think,
Yeah.
as in Europe. It sucks, but they're still sick. I think like I know people that have traveled in America that have stayed in hostels.
But I can't imagine it being like so much cheap as Europe was. For
That's what I'm saying. I
hostels.
think,
Like,
I
hostels
think
get
yeah,
for,
I think it's just better to like either get an Airbnb or get
Yeah.
a campsite or get a. I think it's way cheaper to get a campsite than actually, and yeah. But there's hostels. There's hostels.
I just like the European concept of hostel.
Oh, it's sick. Yeah, I mean,
feel like it's so
there's
cool.
always
Just
a
hop on a
bar.
train in another
There's
country.
also like always like I mean, we had a nightclub in one of ours. And that shit was fucking lit.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. It was Yellow
What country?
Square. Dude, shout out Yellow Square.
Delaware,
Yellow Square, Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I'm thinking if it's
Fucking
party
love,
hostel.
dude. If you go to Italy, stay in Yellow Square. You stay in all three: Milan, Florence, and Rome.
Oh, so this is like a chain hostel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, Florence was fucking sick. It's had a full fucking nightclub in the bottom of it. They had a Brazilian chick with it.
She wanted to dance.
I was dating a chick at the time, so I'm very loyal. Dance with us. And I legit thought she just went like, let's dance to a group because we had a good time.
Yeah.
I didn't think she would have like dance with me.
Yeah, here's some interesting noises in a hostel.
It'd be pretty interesting to fucking hostel.
We've heard some.
Whoa, dude! I never had that. I never had anybody fuck.
And that was in the 30-person hostel.
I can see that. We stayed in a couple, but mostly our max was like 10. We stayed in like 230, but like really our max was like 10 people because it was just the hostels we were chosen. Like the biggest room was 10.
The other ones were nice too because they were
We stayed in a couple.
5-person. We had 5 people in our group,
Oh, see that.
so that worked out for the other cities.
I think we're still born. I do want to do more travel, but mostly I want to travel to surf trips. Go to Indo.
Southeast Asia. That's my
I want to go to Vietnam.
destination.
I want to go to Vietnam really bad.
I was like looking into.
Where do you want to go? Wait, you want to go somewhere? Right?
Well, Vietnam is in the lead then.
Yeah, but you want to go.
Thailand.
Yeah, you want to go to Thailand, don't you?
Dude.
Yeah, you want to. Come on.
A man that loves ladyboy.
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
But no, like I
see
like the idea of like, well, in Thailand, like you're hopping like to, like first like you know you got
Maybe Jeff.
Bangkok. No, like,
No.
like I just what draws me about Thailand mostly
Yeah.
in Southeast Asia. is
Yeah.
that the equivalent of spending enough.
That's fucking hilarious.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you can see how
Yeah.
boring we are.
Yeah, seriously. Throw this shit away, dude. Why did you even get me out of here? You fuck.
It's actually. Anyways, let's just continue.
That's gonna do. That's fucking hilarious. I have to pee. You want to pee? Want to pee right now?
Do you have to pee really bad?
Yeah. Do you have to pee? I feel like we need to get some stories in there because we were talking a lot. Like I was very serious.
We're back from a pisser and a beer room.
Exactly in that order, actually.
Actually, at the same time,
Yeah.
he and Wall.
Different.
Yeah, double fuck.
Yeah, we had some like little waterfall action here. Would you pop it? Like,
No, I just accidentally knocked it over. Accidentally.
and then it got
and then
filled
I-
up
and
and
then I
put your
tried to-
thumb,
and then I
and
put
it was
my
just
thumb.
spraying like champagne.
And then, yeah, I sprayed like champagne when I thought it was like, I was going to release it a little bit, but then I was like, no, it's still under pressure. And then there's still a hole. And it's,
But we wanted to close this segment.
yeah.
with-
But
we had a little bit of a camp trip.
yeah, so the reason
past weekend.
the McGregor and Carson Lucas and Parker Lally, when we did a fishing trip, we did a fishing trip for the salmon run. We kind of caught it at the tin line, but I mean, it was so much fun.
Yeah,
Shit.
it was a blast.
Yeah, I mean, so we got up there. I mean, so this is right after Halloween, and for the record, I was the only one. I was the only one up early enough for anybody to leave on time.
I was up. I was
No,
up
you weren't.
at-
Dude, McGregor texted me, and he was like, "There's no life. There's no life over here." Because I was staying at someone else's place, and I was up at 9, ready to go fishing.
Well, me and McGregor were ready to go at 12. It was way later than what we wanted.
That is true.
We were ready to go, but we were waiting for Carson and Parker to come back.
Carson and Parker fumbled back. They weren't even here until what 2?
2:30, honestly.
Yeah, we didn't get out of here.
We didn't. Well, no, we didn't leave till like 3:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, because well, if you like add up like when the sun was down, and when we got there, it's like an hour, and so like we definitely left after 3:30.
Yeah, we had to have. And then I was insane, dude. Me and McGregor had bets who was going to be the first up, and that was fucking Parker and Carson getting out here and getting us all us up. Yeah, we were like, these guys are serious. Like they're, it's their trip. Because Carson put it all together. Parker's like a salmon fisher from fucking Alaska. I was the only one up. I was the only one up in the morning. You guys didn't get up until 12, or were awake until 12. So then we just had to sit around. Honestly, didn't mind just hanging out with them. So it's kind of funny. But it was unfortunate because we lost half a day of fishing.
But gaining nighttime of
Dude, that was the one thing I wanted to do was not set up in the dark when we were setting. Also, we could.
well, we had that light that McGregor had.
That was nice.
It gave a lot of
that
light.
was
Really
like
see.
that was clutch. That was clutch. And we also like couldn't find the trailhead because
Yeah, we took a few laps.
we took a few laps of trying to find the trailhead because it was a camped in site a mile away. But also the phone said it was gonna be like we had to pack in like all this stuff, and then there was no communication because Carson brought an 8-person tent. We all brought our individual tents ready to set up. All of us are individually in a tent. So then we had to go back to the car. Also, we were getting firewood. Went back to the car and dropped off a bunch of shit that we didn't need, which is all of our tents. So we set up. We all got there, but it was like super late. I mean, luckily we had beer. Thank God.
Yeah.
We had beer.
We had beer and just intrusive, just thought.
It's like even, dude, it was even funnier because like we got in and then we were like, all right, we need firewood piece. I'm still recovering.
Yeah.
My ass is fucking ripped. I'm finally like in a state where it's like it's healing. Like so we had these like greatest fucking jalapeno cheddar brats I've ever had in my life. Grilled them up in tinfoil on the grill. They're delicious. But we were talking some crazy shit. Like we were
Parker explained one of the concepts that was brought up was the concept of absolute truth, and Parker just had an in-depth like.
dude in depth, and I brought it up.
Oh, you're the one that brought it up.
I brought it up for the first night because you and Carson fell asleep, which I'm really bummed you guys fell asleep.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, like we're talking absolute truth, meaning that it is a pursuit that you have to like. You're always in a pursuit of absolute truth of trying to get to the facts of the world, facts of the universe, and you need to find the absolute truth. Which that is like aliens, like that is like those kind of topics.
Yeah.
But Parker went into it personally.
Yeah, like no, you're like
From your perspective, and pretty much like the whole conversation was like, your absolute truth is when you're perfectly alone. Like when someone goes into the woods alone, what they're seeing, what they're experiencing, good or bad, that's their absolute truth. But when you add another human being into it, that could be having a bad time compared to them having a good time. That's their absolute truth. But then when you convene You convince that person to your absolute truth, but it's like so like it's but you're never gonna get there. The absolute truth is never possible. But like I was taking it from a fucking whole different perspective of like just like from like just trying to figure out the world's questions and answers. Like that's like religion, aliens, how the earth was created, like all that. Like that was like how I introduced it. But then yeah, Parker is going into it with person.
When he was explaining it too, like you only you know what your absolute truth is.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, if I'm in a moment of absolute truth, just me in the woods, this is going to be kind of off the rails. But I was thinking as he was saying it, I was like, if there was ever a point that time travel was real, my future self would visit me at this point because there's no one around.
Yeah.
And like, if it were to exist, I would know, my future self would know this is a time where it's just me, I'm alone.
Oh wow.
My future self would only make it known. I'm the only person that knows I'm alone.
Yeah.
And so if it were to truly exist,
Yeah.
then he would have showed up there.
Oh wow.
And that's what I was thinking.
I don't think, but like also like if you want to really get into time travel, like that's a whole other too. Like
That's a whole other thing. But it's mostly you can only travel in the future as that's only what we know right now.
Yeah.
You can only go.
bringing up time travel, like that's like a totally yeah, because you can only go.
Fuck.
I threw it.
Oh, sorry.
Dickhead.
There's a completely different like perspective on it. That's actually wild. That's what you were thinking about, like when you was explaining it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. But like, dude, absolute truth is like I was prefacing it with questions of like how the universe was created. This is how like me and Carson talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like something had to create the universe. That is either a chemical reaction, that is either some being. But the absolute truth, when you knuckle it down to, is it was created. Because it was nothing,
Something.
and then it was something. Something had to happen. That is an absolute truth. But the pursuit of an absolute truth is what happened. That's the question of like, what fucking happened? So then you have to talk to all these different people, different perspectives. Everyone has a different outlook. That's how I pretty much see it. And like, that's how we came to the basis of like, but this is all started because me and Carson were like Hawaii, like playing devil's advocate. But then pretty much we got down to the absolute truth. That could be a being, celestial, whatever. Or it could be, that's an absolute truth.
But I'm going to go beyond that absolute truth.
Okay.
I'm saying of creating the universe, we actually, the only thing that's provable that's actually, that we go back, our claims behind is that when we were born and then now. There's no proof necessarily that for all we know, this could be a simulation. We were spawned into this timeline.
Yeah.
And there's no, like, what if nothing? If you think about it, we were in a simulation, we cannot prove everything that happened because we can't have an absolute truth like we weren't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if everything's made up.
If it's a simulation, if it's a chemical reaction, then no. But if we were in a simulation and we were born, right? You can't prove that everything before happened. Maybe that's just like a background of like up until the simulation starts and when we came into the world, right?
That's right, dude. Like,
I'm not saying it's right. It's another theory.
yeah, it's another theory. That's crazy.
People say it's one of the most probable things that it's a simulation.
You, like,
You think you have free will?
Free will could be an illusion because your choices, each choice you make leads to another event, right?
yeah.
I chose to attend Grand Valley. Sam, I had met,
yeah.
and if you didn't meet me, but
It
basically,
would be podcast.
no. It's a whole spiral. Like,
Yeah.
if you think about like if I make a choice of picking up my beer, choice not to pick it up, and then it just spirals.
Well,
on
that's
its own.
parallel universe.
Yeah, it spirals on its own like a tree. So that's another.
I don't think a computer can fucking compute that.
Think about it. AI is already running simulations right now. Right now, if we were in a simulation, the simulation's running its own simulation, and then the simulation's running its own simulation. How do we know if we're able to start
But AI just got invented.
for our universe sake? Yeah.
Dude, but like the what is it? It's like parallel.
Parallel universes are based on choices that you make.
Yeah.
If I chose to attend University of Illinois, my outcomes / choices would be entirely different.
But I don't think it's a simulation because we can think about that.
It's just you can't. I don't know. Do you,
I
do you have
legit
free,
like.
Do you have free voking thought, or is it just what's in our code to think?
I don't think that's where I'm like, no one has convinced me where like, I've never had this conversation because I'm just like, no, dude, like it's a fun fucking thing to talk about, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just like, no, it's not a fucking simulation. Because we're allowed to think like, if I don't pick up my beer, or if I stop drinking it.
Another version of you didn't pick it up. It spirals on its own.
But it's like, but we can think about that. We can think about, I really don't have a point because I'm trying to come up with one.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like what happens. It's just like, that's it. It's not in a code. It's not in a, like, that's how I feel. It's just like, no, that's just like, you could have gone to any fucking university, but you could have gotten denied by any university and you could have not gone to GU. Like, that's where I'm like, no, dude, like you computing that yourself doesn't allow it to be a simulation because the simulation is going to be like, these people. Where
Yeah.
like, no, like, dude, you have the free will to like, really like, do all that stuff to really figure out like the world. Like I don't think this shit is fake. I don't think
I'm not
we
saying
also have one go.
It's actually, when I say simulation, I don't say it's like fake because
We're definitely
even if it's we're living, but if we were in a simulation, it's still our version of reality.
I guess I don't actually perfectly understand like what you mean by simulation of like if you look at the movie The Matrix, that's fucking code. Like the wall is code. It's not
like
a real wall.
Like we could be in just a supercomputer right now talking.
I don't believe that because like we're alive. Like dude, like I could kill you and you're dead.
But if we're programmed to think we're alive, we would.
But like,
But
yeah, there would be no absolute truth because we'd have to get out of the simulation to learn that absolute truth.
at the same time, the simulation is our version of reality. So actually, even though this may be a fake simulation, well, I mean, it's real for us.
Yeah.
Except if you're an observer.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if we watch, if we make our own simulation, AI simulation of like two people having a conversation, like with AI video.
Yeah.
To the AI, that's their version of real.
But it's not real.
Because
It's not
we're an
conscious.
observer.
We have consciousness. So that's what I'm really trying to say is we have consciousness.
But it's going to advance to where AI is going to have its own. I mean, artificial intelligence is its own version of conscious. Not as advanced as ours.
Just because of the internet.
Yeah, but it's writing its own code, though. AI writes its own code. It's free thinking.
Yeah, and I know the things of like there was a robot that tried to like
It's all. Yeah, there's like they did like 3 robots having a conversation with, and then it ended up with them creating their.
But that's what humans do. That's where I'm like, it's not a simulation because we've all done that. They're just born, but like it's still that they have like you can. I guess now it's not. It's in reality like computers could have consciousness, but it's also whatever they learn. But if that's exactly what we learn, now I'm convincing myself. You son of a bitch. Fuck. I don't know. It's like.
You don't. That's the beautiful thing about it.
It's like, so, dude, it'd be stupid to think this is a simulation.
To us, it's not.
I look at it
I'm
as
not,
a negative.
I'm saying to the observer. No, I'm not saying it's a negative. To the observer, it's a simulation, but to us, it's our reality. It's our reality. So this is a simulation, which is say this is everything here is. It's not. Real,
I feel like
fake.
also someone would have figured
It's not
it
fake
out.
to us.
I feel like someone would have fucking figured it out. That's a simulation,
Or it could be just advanced
and not a fucking crazy guy that. Because I feel like if you figure out it's a simulation, you're the richest person. Like.
Yes. But why would the observer tell us it's, not real? What's the goal of that? If they're trying to learn.
Well, we can break things down to a molecular level. Like, like.
Could. I
like,
mean, you could break down code to that kind of level too.
Oh, not like splitting a fucking atom.
Code is, if you think of a video game and a video game code, like you're looking and you look
Listen,
at.
I just watched Ready Player One.
Yeah.
You would know it's a fucking video game.
You wouldn't. I mean, that's why
Not being like this, like
feels real to us. Right?
it can't just be code, dude. It just can't be code.
I'm not saying, but I feel like I gotta say this again. Like I'm treating it like it's still authentic, okay?
Yeah.
To us, it's authentic to us.
Yeah.
But not just the only thing that's not authentic is the observer watching the simulation or interacting with the simulation. To us, it's real. It's authentic. We are, chemical reactions, molecules, whatever the hell.
That's what I'm saying. Like
We are to us.
there's so much shit, dude. There's so much shit. Like you can't like. There's so much shit.
I know I'm giving you a very wild mood.
Yeah, on fucking. I thought we were just gonna talk about like. Yeah, it destroys absolute truth because then we would never figure it out. But also, you never figure it out. Dude, what the fuck? No, it's like I feel like it's so stupid to really believe that this is a simulation.
I don't believe it's a simulation, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
just
I know.
trying to counter what you're saying.
I know, but like the theory of it, of like it being the most theoretical thing, I think that's just a byproduct of consciousness.
Could be.
Because like animals and shit, like they're just like concerned of food, water, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like shelter, maybe. Not even like fucking the water.
They have their own version of shelter.
Yeah. That's like,
Then also, there's another pivot point about the simulation thing is that we currently have not encountered any kind of. There's also another, like, you know, if this could be just.
well, that's going into like, but we have. People have. They say.
They say.
The
asteroid that's coming, they don't even think it's.
There's
they think
an
it's
asteroid
no,
coming?
It's not an asteroid. They actually label it as an interstellar object, meaning it's like not natural.
What the fuck?
And
I'm first hearing about this.
NASA activated. It's their so basically all nations that have like, you know, space agencies. NASA activated like where like every single agency is working on it. It's like some sort of coalition. Every world space scientist agency.
I'm not in world politics.
Well, it's not like a political thing. It's like planetary defense. I'm not saying it right, but it's a planetary defense special like channel. It's kind of like, you know, like the U.S. and Russia, they have limited ties, right?
Yeah.
But there's a under like a network channel for like nuclear channel.
Yeah.
So they're in constant communication. So there's no
Yeah.
like, you know, false flag. You know what I mean? It's a back channel. Is honestly,
Yeah.
a very great back.
What if
channel.
they're just doing it on Snapchat? Wouldn't that be fucking weird?
I don't know exactly what it is because they're not going to.
But there's fucking someone coming at us.
So it has irregular motion, and also like the gravitational pull of the surroundings, like space of the object, is very irregular.
Where'd you learn about this?
It just came out like a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, dude. Like I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Dude. You know what I focus on? I'm a nerd, dude. Like this fucking surf shit. Like when I like, it's really getting like, dude. When I talk to other people, it's really funny because like all I got is surf shit. I have no idea what you're talking about, and it's fucking nuts.
Yes.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, is there some? What are
It's
we?
for sure declared an interstellar object. It's not natural, for sure.
And it's gonna hit Earth.
No, it's active again. Like it's not following a projected path because it's not natural. You know, if it's not natural, you could say it could be redirected to Earth. I don't. Maybe it is. I haven't looked into it in the past couple of days, but it could be redirected.
But like, you know, like Bob Lazar and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna.
in pod or anything.
Yeah, we are in pod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, dude. I've never seen anything like this. This is a good segue to all this boring surf shit. Well, while he's looking that up, the fishing trip ended up being very fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you already got it.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
So NASA, 2 weeks ago, for this article, NASA activates Earth Defense Group over concerns of a Manhattan-sized comet with possible alien technology. The comet's called 3I Atlas, and they activate.
Oh, I thought it was yeah. But the fishing trips ended up being very, very fun. So we did talk about some crazy shit. Not even
Also, like, I can't believe McGregor got like that salmon. We actually could.
Oh yeah. How did that taste? Yeah, how did that taste?
It tasted. I mean, it wasn't as best as like, you know, like getting like a fresh cut ocean.
Yeah.
Or from Alaska, but it tasted good.
We got people.
We just blackened it. We put it in the oven.
Yeah. Oh, you blackened it?
Yeah.
Nice. So it tasted good.
Yeah, I probably would have like used to like probably pan sear
Searing it?
and then actually put like fresh. But I obviously
Yeah.
we just wanted to try it. But
We got new people walking in, and
Yeah.
it was probably wrapped
We got-
up here.
podcast
But-
number 2 coming up.
Yeah, dude. But dude, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally got this at least individualized,
Yeah.
not just in a group setting. So,
And more to come.
yeah, more to come for sure.
Dude, thank you so much, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Max Cook.
Woo!
Yeah, well,